Good morning, Hornet Nation. Welcome to the Daily Buzz. I'm Joe Hutzler. Today is Tuesday, March 20th, 2018. Here's what the Buzz is all about today. We're going to begin with women's tennis, just like we did last Tuesday, and for good reason. This past weekend, a victory over Virginia Wesleyan that came down to the wire. More specifically, came down to Halle Lavieri. Here is what she had to say about that particular match and also how it's going to propel her and her team moving forward throughout this season.
There's definitely a lot of emotion going on in that match and a lot of things going on because I'm also thinking about my teammates' matches because as a whole at the end, it's all of us, it's not just me, even though I'm a huge component to that. So it's really just reminding yourself that like the next point because you're going to be contributing to that later at the end. I'm trying to make sure I'm breathing. I'm staying in it. If I stop breathing, I'll get real tight and I'll freak out. So just as long as I like keep my body as relaxed as I can, I'll stay focused and I won't lose it. You know, I told Coach after that I had a feeling it was going to be the match that sort of determined it, but if I asked it during my match, it wasn't going to be a good idea. So I definitely had a feeling inside. You know, I think emotion's a very big part of the game, and hard work definitely involves a lot of emotion, so when you remember what that feels like, and then when you see it in your match and it shows, it really just hits out through you entirely and is very powerful. I think we're just taking things one step at a time and not really looking at like, oh, we're going to do this big thing and we're going to have these giant goals, or just like, let's work through these little bits first and just see where that takes us and not really have too many expectations.
Just as another reminder, as you saw there on the end of that clip, women's tennis is playing today. Of course, barring weather changes. 2 o'clock, they will take on the Vixens of Sweetbriar College, a makeup from a match scheduled earlier this season. Now let's look ahead to tomorrow. Softball is planned to be at Randolph in a doubleheader action game tomorrow at 3 o'clock right down the street at Randolph College, and baseball is scheduled to be here against the Tigers of Hampton-Sydney. Our coverage on LHSN scheduled to start around 2:50 p.m. And you notice I keep saying scheduled. Of course, around here at this time of year, you never know what's going to change due to Mother Nature. What's not going to change is what we have every Tuesday. The In Faith Campus Protestant Worship is tonight at 9 o'clock in the Snyder Chapel, as it is every Tuesday evening. We've reached that point in the show where we tell you what day it is on the National Day calendar. And today, well, it's the first day of spring. And of course, snow, sleet, and rain is all on the schedule for the rest of this week, as it should be here in Lynchburg, Virginia. Wherever you are, enjoy the first day of spring however you can do. Get those warm thoughts going as we get closer and closer to those months. Speaking of the bad weather, stay tuned to the One Nation app on Apple Store and Google Play for updates on game changes that could happen, and of course throughout all of our social media accounts. Until tomorrow morning, right here at 7 a.m., we remind you that it is a great day to be a Hornet, and we are One Nation.